James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on The Answer. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on The Answer.
Yeah. Dr. James J.C. Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and we got another absolutely amazing show coming your way today. And I tell you, I can't wait to lock in all the platforms. And so Kevin, let's lock in everything. Let's get this party started.
That's right. It's your life. Dr. James J.C. Cooley Show.
Hello. Welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley. And we got an absolutely fantastic guest this week. And I'll tell you what, let me tell you what this week is. As you know, I showed the slide where all women this week that are making major impacts as related to Black history, women history, just people in general. And we got this young lady today, I tell you, she is doing so many things. She's wearing so many hats. I don't even know where to start. I just know that we got an absolutely fantastic show coming your way. And Michelle, how you doing? How you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. Just had a conversation with this guest today before we got on live, and she is multi-talented, and we're continue celebrating Black History Month. And we've got some amazing guests this week, and she is one of them. So can't wait to bring her on.
Well, you know what? I was sitting back listening in the green room. You guys chat. You guys did not know that I was locked in on every word that you always saying. And I was sitting back like, that need to be talked about. So I tell you, I'm excited about the show today. And whichever platform that you're watching us on, whether you're watching us on the E36 television, for TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, or listening to us on the radio, AM 660, The Answer out of Dallas, AM 1170, The Answer in San Diego. My main man, Kevin, is there running the show. Welcome to the show. If you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do, you can pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. Or you can go to the comments on the platform that you're watching us on. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. Michelle, can you please introduce the title of the show, the purpose of the show and introduce this absolutely fantastic guest.
Oh, most definitely. The title of today's show is called The Road to Whole Life Prosperity. And we're having a conversation with Renee Toppin. She's an accomplished business leader, CEO and founder of Black Women Who Want More, marketing director. She's a motivational speaker, radio talk show host, and many more. She's going to talk about defining what true prosperity really is, breaking down systemic barriers, the power of self-investment, and creating generational change. Ms. Toppin is an accomplished business leader offering over 25 years of experience driving revenue through building and maintaining client relationships. She grew multiple successful businesses through effective business planning, creative sales techniques, and innovative marketing. She's a marketing director for Surge 365 and founder and CEO of Black Women Who Want More, which has 17 chapters, 4,000 members nationwide and growing, and more than 156,000 followers on Facebook and growing. She leads global inspirational calls as a highly sought after motivational speaker, radio talk show host. She's been able to consistently penetrate new markets to ensure sustainable revenue growth, leveraging her exemplary communication skills and in-person meeting experiences to establish business relationships and brand recognition. Please welcome to the show, Renee Toppin.
How you doing, Renee? How you doing?
I am doing awesome. It's such a pleasure to be here, and I cannot wait to get into this conversation. Dr. Michelle and I were talking, and we want to continue that for your audience right now.
Well, I tell you what, I was just like I was saying, I was listening in the background on the conversation that you guys were having. It was kind of deep, and I want to share that with our viewers and our listeners. So first of all, Renee, can you tell our viewers and listeners a little bit more about you, where you grew up, what makes you click, why you're so passionate about what you do?
Absolutely. Well, I was born and raised in the city of Philadelphia into a deeply political family. And my father was an activist here in the city of Philadelphia, and I just got that fire from him. And in 2007, I created this organization, Dr. Coley, called Black Women Who Want More. And it was birthed out of my own personal pain. And I believe that your purpose is going to come from your pain, because eventually most of us come to the point when we ask ourselves, is this it? Is this all? So in 2007, I said, I know that I was born for more. I know that I was built for more. And I said, more is not external, it's internal. Dr. Michelle, I knew that I had the trappings of what people would call prosperity. I had a husband, attorney. I had a wonderful daughter, just adorable little daughter. And we had political influence and power in the city. And I could connect to people and I could pick up the phone and get things done. But I knew there was something inside of me, Dr. Michelle, that I had not tapped into. So when the marriage fell apart, when everything that I thought was prosperity was gone, I knew that there was something inside of me that I had not yet fulfilled, that my purpose, while being a wife is honorable and being a mother is honorable, I knew that there was a purpose inside of me that was bigger. And so in the midst of that pain, I discovered the purpose, and it is empowering women of color to pursue personal development in 7 key areas: spiritual, emotional, physical, financial, intellectual, political, and social. And so what I do as a whole life prosperity coach is I help women live whole life prosperity in all of those areas.
Did you know, even when, you were married and, raising your children, did you know deep down inside that this was what you were meant to do? Or did you kind of like silence that little voice in your head and just, kept on doing what did you need to do? Because sometimes we know, but we kind of silence it. Can you kind of provide your thoughts on that?
I silenced it because I was afraid of it. I was afraid of it. And I found my comfort zone in marriage. I found my comfort zone in being a mother. I knew that there was more, But I figure I'm good. I'm fine. I'm being taken care of. This is my dream. Have a baby. I didn't have my child until I was 38. But my child was one of my wins. And I'm going to talk about the win in a minute, because we all have these, when I do this, I'll be happy. When I do this, I'll be successful. And so when I got married at 33, and I said it was when I got married. Then it was when I have a baby. And so I was in that cocoon of what the world would say is, you have it all. Dr. Michelle, you have it all. You have success. You have an influential family. You have a successful husband. You have a daughter. There was something more, Dr. Michelle, but I was afraid of it. And I said, I'm good. I'm going to lay back in this cocoon called success, in this cocoon called security. And I'm going to ignore that thing that's whispering on the inside of me, I created you for more. No, I was afraid of it.
Wow. And it's interesting. And we're going to talk about the organization, Black Women Who Want More, in a bit. But it's interesting in how it's always win, quote unquote, win. So let's say a person wants to get married. Oh, I'll feel complete when I get married. So until you get married, you're not going to feel happy or successful. So you're just going through the motions until you, quote unquote, get married. But you got to be careful, because sometimes your obsession, there's a desires and there's obsessions. Sometimes it can turn into anything you want really bad, can turn to an obsession that you may compromise certain things. And when you finally get it, it's not the right time, or it's not the right person, or it's not the right job. Can you comment on that, on how maybe your desire, as long as it's a healthy desire, but not an obsession?
Absolutely. I like to say, and this is an original quote, what you are desperate for, you will be deceived by. What you are desperate for, you will be deceived by. And I believe, Dr. Michelle, we're all looking for completion. And we think that there is something on the outside of us that will complete us. For me, I did think it was marriage. I wasn't obsessed with marriage, but marriage was a priority. Because I did not have children. I was not going to have children until I was married. And I was 33 and still not there yet, 34 and still not there yet. So it started to turn into an obsession. It started to turn into desperation. And on some level, I can be transparent and say I was deceived by that desperation, because there was something that was revealed to me prior to getting married that should have given me a pause. But I didn't have time to pause, Dr. Michelle. I didn't have time to pause. I was 36.
Hey, hold that though, because I don't want to miss any of this. This is so good right now. I tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching this on, if you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments, ask any question that you might have, or just pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Yeah. With Dr. James JC Cooley. It's your life. Come on.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com.
James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James JC Cooley.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? And everything that you do.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James J.C. Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James J.C. Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
The James Cooley Show. It's your life. That's right.
And service. Viridian Christian University. Educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
Hello. Welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. And I tell you what, just enjoying this conversation with Renee, soon to be Dr. Renee. Oh, yeah, I had to throw that up there. Come on. Viridian Christian University. Oh, yeah. Throw those hands up in the air. I tell you, this conversation is going so well. I am going to sit to the side a little bit and just listen because, this is deep. And I'm just going to listen. But I got one question before we go. You wear so many hats. Motivational speaker, radio talk show. Running businesses, all this. How do you have the time to, just partition all of these great things that you are doing and still maintain sanity?
It takes focus. And one of my favorite books is The Way of the Seal by Mark Divine. And so I had one of my teams in one of my businesses study The Way of the Seal. And you have to keep your eyes on the prize because distractions are going to come. Had I kept my eyes on the prize, Dr. Cooley, in my 20s or in my 30s, I would not have been so diverted and distracted from my purpose. So the way that I handle everything that I handle is I prioritize purpose. If it's not connected to my purpose, I probably don't have time for it. If it's not growing me spiritually, emotionally, physically, or financially, and it's not leading me one step closer on a daily basis to my destiny, then it's a distraction. So I have goal setting daily. I have a regimen. And for me, going to sleep at night saying that I am one step closer to my purpose, or better, I help someone else get one step closer to their purpose, I'm fulfilled. I'm excited. So I am living in my purpose. And when you are living in your purpose, Dr. Cooley, it makes you sane. I think insanity is going in these unending circle of ending, searching for something that's not aligned with your purpose. So everything that I do is connected to spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial growth.
Wow. So now let's talk about Black women who want more. Can you tell us the origin of the journey into making this, into bringing this into fruition? And what is the mission and vision and the goal of Black women who want more?
Oh, thank you. This is my favorite story to tell. So make sure you give me the time out, because I could talk about this until next month. I love, love, love what I do. It was birthed out of pain, like I said in the beginning. When that shell fell apart, when the thing in which I was literally hiding in my marriage. I was literally hiding in motherhood. And I knew that my purpose was bigger, my purpose was greater. And so once the marriage fell apart, once I became a single mother, once I realized that my purpose was not in marriage 100%, that was just part of it. I was supposed to be a helpmeet with someone who shared the same vision, right? And when that all fell apart, I knew that I had to go and do that thing that I should have been doing. Instead of pursuing marriage, had I been pursuing purpose, the marriage would have been more in alignment with who I was supposed to be. See, when you do things out of order in life, you're going to mess up, because your purpose is going to lead you to that person who is aligned with your purpose. So once the marriage fell apart, I went on a platform called meetup.com, cost about $19 a month. And I put together an organization in the city of Philadelphia. And because I was going through my own pain, I centered the organization in the beginning around my pain. I'm embarrassed to tell you that it wasn't always Black women who want more. You know what it was? It was Black women who want more out of Black men. And how many of you know that didn't work? Like, good luck with that, right? And so it was Black women who want more out of Black men, because I centered it around my pain, around what I was going through. I was an angry Black woman. I want to go out to dinner with some more angry Black women. Where are you?
It was your venting time. It was your venting time.
And so when I got such pushback, it sounded antagonistic. The whole title, Black men did not care for the title, right? Like, what do y'all want now? What do you want more of that? And it was projecting blame, right? Mm-hmm. Then I had an epiphany about 3 months in, and I said, we need more out of us. The more is on the inside of us. The more is the greater that lives on the inside of us. So I turned it inward. And our motto is, we are spiritually grounded, emotionally stable, physically fit, financially poised, intellectually enlightened, politically conscious, socially gracious, Black women who not only want more, but we demand more of all of the best that life has to offer on our journey to our best self. So when I realized the spiritual is on the inside of me, the emotional stability and peace that I'm looking for is on the inside of me, that I can be a multimillionaire even if I'm not married to a lawyer. I can be a multimillionaire if I'm not married to a doctor. I can have peace without being married. I can be single and have peace. That I can be financially poised all by myself because the gifts, talents, and abilities are in me. I can be politically conscious and be an activist and stand on my principles and have a voice in my community. And you can dress me up and take me out because I'm socially gracious. I don't fall into any types of stereotypes. I know how to move. You can sit me at a table with kings and presidents. I have shared stages with presidents, or you can take me to the hood and I can have ribs with Bubba, because I am socially gracious. And so that's our goal. We are in pursuit of personal development and being our best selves. And that's what the road to whole life prosperity is all about. I just don't want to be wealthy, Dr. Cooley, and not have any spiritual moral compass, and not have a spiritual guide, not be connected to the power source, the power of our creator. And however you define creator, your creator is the source of your power, and it's where you're going to find your purpose. And so many of us are in pursuit of money, but the money that we're making is outside of our purpose. That's why we're rich and still miserable.
Wow. you mentioned something about getting more out of Black men, which is so important. And I tell you, I mean, you are dead on in everything you're talking about right now. I got this question. In what ways do Black women who want more, support members and achieving holistic prosperity? I mean, wanting more, supporting others, and getting others to think that you got purpose, you are worth more than what you think. Maybe not monetarily, but I'm talking about for as a person, for as intellectual, for as all of these things, and identifying, looking into yourself to identify who you are in order to move forward and get the things that you deserve. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. So what I do as a whole life prosperity coach is I plan events that cater to the whole woman. So in Black Women Who Want More Academy, Dr. Michelle, on Monday night, we have spiritual life class. I teach from a Christian perspective, from the Word of God. I teach every Monday night. Last night we had prayer closet, prayer call. So we grow spiritually on Mondays. Tuesday is health and wellness. Tonight at 8:00, it'll be all about fitness, because if we serve a God who heals, then we have to follow the natural principles of healing. So that's what we do on Tuesday night. We focus on healing. On Wednesdays, we focus on wealth. We have a millionaire mentor that we plug into. And we plug into different financial resources. We have a credit coach. We have a book coach. We have coaches that help you discover your purpose and then give you practical tools and resources to help you pursue your purpose. Then on Thursday, we have goal setting and accountability. Every woman has a goal setting accountability partner. And this Thursday is, we call it our dream call. What did you do this week to get one step closer to your dreams? It's accountability. Saturday is emotional. It's Sisterhood Saturday. This coming Saturday, we will bless someone financially, as we do on the first Saturday of every month. We call it Sister Care.
Hold that thought. We got to take a station break. But I want to go back. I want to pick it up from Thursday. Pick it up from Thursday. Well, maybe go through all the different time frames. But I tell you what, if you want to be part of this conversation, listen to this great one. If you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is pick up the phone. Now, 1-888-344-1170, or go to the platform that you watch us on. I see we got many comments. And then put down your comments. Answer any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Hey, it's your life.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from.
Listen up. It's Dr. J.C. Cooley. Yeah. It's the J. Cooley Show. It's your life. Hey.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
American Dream. This is a must listen for anyone who thinks they're stuck in life or needs to understand that their current situation is not their final destination. Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is the unfiltered truth to provide hope for the future by challenging you to refuse to become a victim of life's circumstance and dare to become an overcomer, because a bigger, better, and more impactful life awaits you. Get the new audio version of his book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, by Dr. James Cooley, on Amazon or wherever books are sold.
Y'all, get ready. It's your life. Yeah. Your life.
It is your life. It's your life. And I'll tell you what, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Veridian Christian University. I tell you what, if you're looking for a quality education, you're looking for a accredited school, you're looking to be able to do it in your own time, you want to look into Veridian Christian University. I tell you what, we got programs for bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, doctorate degrees, and honorary doctorate degrees. And you know what? We like to recognize people that are doing things in their communities now, that are doing big things that's going to not just push Black people or any of that, but everybody forward to achieve the best you and the success that you can. So Veridian Christian University, look it up. Yeah, wow. I'm enjoying this conversation right here, Michelle. Mm-hmm. This young lady right here, she's on fire. I mean, she almost had me jumping up a few minutes ago when she was talking about Monday we do this, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. I mean, I'm excited, and I want her to go back and repeat Monday through Sunday, so our audience can, kind of capture this, because they're excited as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So our motto is spiritually grounded, emotionally stable, physically fit, financially poised. And those are the top 4 areas of personal development that we pursue. So in 2020, I launched Black Women Who Want More Academy. It's a safe space. And on Monday nights online on Zoom, we now have 697,000 followers. And so Monday nights on Zoom, if you are a member of this private place of growth, we have spiritual life class. Last night, which was first Monday, I prayed live from my prayer closet. We encourage all of the women to have their own personal prayer space where they grow in God. We encourage relationship, no particular religion, but relationship based on Christian principles from the Word of God. Tuesday night is physical fitness. Wednesday night is wealth. Work on your credit, work on those things, your investments. I'm no longer a director with Surge. Right now, I'm a director with Making Wealth Real. Making Wealth Real. So we have shifted the focus from travel to financial investments and empowerment. So Making Wealth Real, we meet with our multimillionaire mentor on Wednesdays. Thursday is Dream Night. That's when we set our goals. Listen, Nelson Mandela said it is impossible to be prepared for something while simultaneously believing that it won't happen, because we know our path and our purpose and our destiny. We are in constant preparation to get to that place. So we keep each other accountable on Thursday nights. Saturday is Sister Care Saturday. First Saturday of the month, we raise hundreds of dollars and we bless someone in our organization with that money. We uplift each other. We empower each other. Last Saturday, it was about caregivers. A lot of us are in the situation now, we're caring for elderly parents. So we had a support group with Dr. Sharice, who specializes in caregiving. She's an advocate for caregivers. And we have consultants and coaches come in with different areas of expertise. And that's what we do in Black Women Who Want More Academy. We plan events that cater to the whole woman. There was a time when I was just chasing money, Dr. James, and I had no peace. I was so focused on money that there was no connection to my creator that gave me peace. So all of my validation Everything was whether or not I was on the leaderboard, whether or not I was number one, whether or not I was making 20,000 this month. Everything was focused around that success, what that leaderboard said. How was my money growing? How was my team growing? And if I was number 2, I was sad. If I was number 5, I was sad. If I wasn't on the leaderboard, I was sad because I was totally one-dimensional and missing all of those areas of personal development that we need as Black women. And if I may, people constantly say, why is it Black women who want more? And because it's still Black History Month for a few more days, I'm going to tell you that Black women, we have issues that are specific to us. When it comes to finances, the average net worth of a Black woman between the ages of 38 and 48 is $5. And when I say $5, I'm not stuttering. It's $5. When you take our assets and you deduct our liabilities, we have a net worth of $5. 70% of Black women are head of household. 72 to 75% of our children are born out of wedlock, as opposed to 19% of our sisters of another mother, of another color. We are 70% head of households. 66% of Black women have high blood pressure. 55% of us are clinically obese. So when I say spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial, those are the areas in which we have issues that are specific to our community. And so I believe that my purpose is to address those issues, alleviate those issues, and lead women to a different way of living in every area of their lives.
Wow. I know Dr. Tia said that those who want to join, so the group, and I know you gave out that information. Can you just restate to the audience, those who want to join, Black women who want more, where do they go?
Okay, so our website is www, and the initials of our organization, bwwwmacademy.com. Our website is bwwwmacademy, the whole word academy.com. And you can join. There's a free e-journal. You'll see our public speaking course just ended. We have our last class tomorrow. I teach public speaking. I teach leadership. We're about to add ministerial, and these are certifications. Veridian is awesome. Veridian gives real actual degrees. We give certifications, right? So we will certify you to speak, or we will certify you to lead and feature you on our website, and just some amazing opportunities. Belief is everything, Dr. Michelle. And so what this organization does is this organization instills belief, and first belief in who you're created to be. And then we help you discover what you're created to do. Our tagline, this is how we greet each other. You are beautiful. You are priceless. You deserve more. We don't want to know what you do. We want to know what is your purpose. We don't know what your job is. We want to know what you're building. What are you building for a legacy for your children and your children's children? Because they will arise and call you blessed.
Wow. Before we have 2 minutes before we go into break, but when you were talking just now, I was thinking of, Black women who are from all different walks of life. And there's a such thing as, generational curses. And there's a topic called creating generational change. So can you can you describe exactly what generational change means? Can you go into the definition? And then after break, we can go a little bit more into that particular topic.
Okay. Generational change means recognizing your brokenness, where your brokenness came from, and then moving towards healing so that the brokenness stops with you. If we never recognize the brokenness, we pass it down. So generational change means I have to face it, trace it, and erase it. So I have to face that I was sexually molested. 65% of Black women are sexually molested before the age of 18. You were told not to speak about it. You were told not to mention it. But until you face it and you trace it and you speak about it, you're not going to protect your children the way you're supposed to, because your children don't know what happened to you. Your mama doesn't acknowledge what happened to you. Grandmama doesn't acknowledge what happened to her. So generational change means facing your brokenness, tracing your brokenness, and erasing your brokenness so that we can protect those daughters and granddaughters and those sons and grandsons by being honest and being transparent. When we were told to lie about it, we were told to hush about it, we were told not to cry about it. And so because we don't face it, trace it, and erase it, it sneaks past us down to our daughters, our granddaughters, and our great-granddaughters. But I decree and declare that it stops here and it stops now.
Wow. You know what? I want to come back with face, trace, erase. I think we have to talk about that a little bit more. But right now, we got to take a station break. And if you want to be part of the conversation, just pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. My main man, Kevin, in studio will put you through. It's your life. And we'll see you shortly after the break.
That's right. Dr. James JC Cooley. It's your.
There's much truth in it.
It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James JC Cooley. Yeah. Come on. Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, I am still stuck on the phrase that Renee left me with, thinking during the break. Face it, trace it, erase it, because so many things that she was talking about, that's just how it is. I mean, that's how it's been. It shouldn't be that way. And she mentioned about and she didn't say the word. She mentioned molested. We mentioned rape. We mentioned all of those things. I'm from the ghetto, grew up, all that. I know that she telling the truth, and sometimes it's put our women, young women, I'm talking especially when they're kids and all that, in a situation where they don't want to face it. They don't want to trace what happened, and most of the time they go back to the erase portion of it, which I believe later on in life causes major issues and problems, because once it surfaces, suppress, depress, once it surface, now you have to deal with it. Now you 20 years later, 30 years later, you still have to deal with that. Renee, my point, what I'm trying to make is, can you talk about that a little bit more? Because I believe that is so important to understanding who you are, the purpose, and the things that young women and women, period, go through in order to be able to strive. And certain things, I believe, hold them back because it's a challenge, because they don't want to face the demons that was there. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. And that's what this organization is all about. It's about healing. And there's so much. There are women who have toxic relationships with their mothers. And these toxic relationships with their mothers are generational. They were told that they were ugly. They were told that they were unattractive. You'd be amazed at how many women believe that they're unattractive, and it fosters low self-esteem. The low self-esteem causes them to choose toxic relationships with men, unhealthy marriages. It just is a cycle. It is an unending cycle of bad endings and bad results. And so what we do here as Black women who want more, we address it. We talk about it. This is part of being emotionally stable. You cannot be emotionally stable carrying a big bag of shame on this shoulder and carrying a big bag of guilt on this shoulder. You are not going to be balanced. You are not going to be stable when you are carrying the things that were done to you, because the things that were done to you shape you. Shapes your self-esteem. If you believe that you are unattractive, then you are going to fall prey to any man, any demon that tells you that you're beautiful. So, Dr. Cooley, what we do is we look in the mirror, and we look in the mirror spiritually first of who God says that we are. Then we look in the mirror of each other second. That's why we greet each other with "You are beautiful, you are priceless, you deserve more," because words matter. We say this to each other every single day when we get on the Zoom. We are constantly, I say, use their name. If you see one of your sisters here, we call each other Gigi. Gigi is Girlfriends in God Inspire. If you see a Gigi on here, say her name, because so many times we think our names don't matter. Say your name. Donna, you are beautiful. You are priceless. You deserve more. So, Dr. Michelle, if we don't start redefining our words to each other, if we do not start going from the word and speaking the word to each other, about each other, and over each other, and then having pure hearts towards each other, because in the African American community, there's so much compartmentalization. I have a degree and you don't. I'm light skinned and you're dark skinned. I'm married and you're not married. I'm rich and you're not. I'm skinny and you're not. And we just compartmentalize. But unity is the place of commanded blessing. And so when we unify, we heal. You can heal me where I hurt. I can heal you where you hurt, right? But not if I am reveling in something that makes me feel like I'm better than you are, because we all have these areas of brokenness that sometimes we're too ashamed to divulge. And so Black women who want more is a place where the playing field is level. You may have an MBA, you may have a PhD, or you may be a CNA with a GED. But we all know and believe that you are beautiful, you are priceless, you deserve more. And Dr. Michelle, you'd be surprised how many people have never been told that they were beautiful. So the first man that comes along and says it, that's the one they fall for, because it words that we've never heard.
And you know what? We're all beautiful in God's eyes, but it's interesting. I thought of something when you were just talking about, how we're supposed to uplift each other. Accountability is important. And yes, we are accountable for things we say, whether to a person or behind their back. And, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not going to say all, some people can be catty when they see another woman, or they think that she's pretty, or she thinks she's all that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, it's about how we feel, and we're projecting that on somebody else by making unkind comments. What do you care if that woman wants to dye her hair purple? What do you care if she wants to wear clothes that or maybe don't fit her properly? It's all about what's inside. And I guess what I want to try to pinpoint is accountability. How are you treating people? Not just in front of their face, but behind that back. Can you kind of talk about that, and maybe some of the conversations that happen with Black women who want more regarding accountability and how you treat others besides yourself?
That is an awesome question. We actually did a Sisterhood Saturday, Dr. Michelle, called Why Black Women Don't Get Along. And we put the mirror up to ourselves. And one of the questions was, have you ever said these following things? And there were negative things, and there were 10 negative things. And most of the women had said at least 8 of them. Have you ever believed something that somebody told you about a person that you didn't know, and you didn't know whether or not it was true? Yes. Have you ever believed somebody that you never met before thought that they were better than you? Yes. Have you ever said somebody thinks they're cute, or they think they're this, or they think they're that, and you didn't even know the person? Yes. So we take the mirror, Dr. Michelle, and we put it up to ourselves. Have you ever not liked a woman based on her complexion, and a woman came on and said, I was taught not to like light-skinned women. My mother, my family, my cousins taught me to hate light-skinned women until I went to middle school, and this light-skinned girl was nice to me, and I ended up being her friend. We have these self-hating, right? Enter community things that we do to each other. And so the way that we address it is we talk about it. We talk about those insecurities. We talk about the fact that people will say, oh, you have good hair, right? I'm like, why do we still say that? What is good hair? What is bad hair? That is something that is ingrained, that makes you feel like if your hair does something different when you wash it, it is a lesser grade, or it is a lesser quality than a hair that does something else when you wash it. These are the types of things that people don't talk about, and we talk about it, which is why we tell each other and remind each other constantly, you are beautiful, you are priceless, you deserve more. You're going to find very few circles of Black women, because we compartmentalize ourselves. I've seen women on the internet say, you can't travel with me if you don't make $150,000 a year. You can't travel with us if you can't have dinner with me. A very well-known entrepreneur was looking for women to invite to her home to dinner, but you had to make $500,000 a year. See, I have created a space where everyone meets at the same level of brokenness, because I don't care how much money you make, something in you is broken. And so Black women who want more is a space where you are not judged by any of that. You are told you are beautiful from the door, and then we dig down into that thing that makes you feel like you're not, until that thing that's holding you back and keeping you from pursuing your purpose. Because at the end of the day, so many women don't know their purpose, don't have purpose, and when you tell them what it is, they don't believe that they can do it. We got everybody writing a book now.
We got, we down to the last minute of the show.
But I want to say something.
No, Michelle,
oh, okay.
First of all, I want to invite you back if you have time. I want to have part 2. This is so absolutely fantastic. Everything that you made, all the statements is absolutely wonderful. I'd like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley for putting together another absolutely fantastic show. I'd like to thank my producers in California with Kevin and also in Dallas for making sure that we get the word out. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning into the James Cooley Show, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and also Sunday, AM 660 at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, California, AM 1170, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Dream big, think big, and be big. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's your life. We'll see you then.
Dr. James JC Cooley. It's your life. That's right. Dr. James.